This is Sincere Milk, Lion's Den. My name is Yahweh Sap. I camp out with Lion's Den, Yashuada, in Jacksonville. I would like to say a prayer first to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the Archims, and to the women and children. Kal, Harayam, La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Bahashem, Ha, Rodash, Kodash, Mak, all praise to Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and truth. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Honor to my elder, Aaron. Salutations to the Archims on the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth. To the women and children, Shalom. Well, had an interesting day. Taking a walk, and you see how these churches are getting all crowded and everything. And I said to myself, wow. I mean, are they aware that, soon they're going to be, putting these churches and turning into FEMA camps, And I just see people gun-ho, Jakes, man, you so-called Negros, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds, just gun-ho going into these 501c3 incorporated churches when at this time in this era, there's so many brothers around the world, not only in America but around the world, who are the highways and byways. I mean, you pass right by us with your suit and your tie, and you hear the words. Even when you cross the street, 'cause we don't speak low. We speak pretty loud, and it's like you're asleep or you're dead, like the scripture says, walking dead, But it's amazing, when this happens, with the FEMA camps. Remember, FEMA camp in the past was Nazi camps, okay? They just changed the name, but same thing, And then I heard on the radio that these more monsters, right, not to call it the other names, are going to be more, the COVID I'm talking about, are going to be worse than the first one, right? So in other words, what they're saying is that, it's not going to get any better. Oh, on top of that, they're saying that just because you have an immune system or you're healthy, it doesn't mean that you can't catch it. See how crazy they're talking, right? That they're the only ones with the solution. That they're the only ones you got to come to. That they're the ones you should trust. The Edomites, right? The ones that rape, rob, and murder around the world, right? Throughout history. This lesson is going to be the commissioning of the 12 tribes, okay? I'm going to go to, Slocky, I almost forgot. I always show this book to my brothers out there, Puerto Ricans. Some of you might know about this book, right, in 1950, but it goes way back before 1950, by the way, okay? It has a lot of interesting information and document about the mass murderings that have been going on. I mean, we know about Columbus, right? Well, after Columbus, forward, things got even crazier, right? And then, of course, since we're living in that era, there's a private investigator that you should get also his book, so you can see how crazy, with documents, by the way, okay? How they've been spraying and getting people sick. They talk the way they do now because he's older than that now, okay? They talk this way right now because, they have tampered with the water, with the air, with the food. They keep a record, right? How many people are taking pharmaceutical drugs, how many people in 1 year or for a couple of years, are sick and, with diseases or whatever you want to call it. Really what they do is they keep track how many addicts they have. And then they can go, yep, we got them where we want them. Plus they're spraying every day, right? As much as they can. So I'm going to go to Matthew 10, 5, and 6. Chapter 10, verse 5 and 6. Let me do this now so I don't forget. It goes like this. These 12 Yahweh Shai sent out and commanded them, saying, do not go into the ways of the Gentiles, and do not enter a city of the Samaritans. Verse 6. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. See? You know, if somebody is from Jamaica, right, and comes into America, all of a sudden he's an American or she's an American. Someone comes from Puerto Rico, no, he's an American. You know? But those who are, right, called Americans, which is the Edomites, okay, they're the ones who have the right to have that name. They're the ones who came with it, right? So it's not for the whole world, as the Christian churches, keep imposing, okay, the 501c3 incorporated churches, and and as you Jakes, right, so-called Negros, Latino, Native American, speckled birds, want to keep still believing it's for the whole world, right? That everybody is a sinner and that everybody gets forgiveness. And now you talk like that because you don't know your history, right? Oh, in my walks, a couple of Christians came up to me, they were talking to me, and I just said, and I told them, did you take the knockout? They go, the knockout? Yeah, Oh, yeah, we did that already. I go, what you know about it? What you take, the nano chips, right? You know anything about the mark of the beast? They go, come on, that's only a scriptural thing, it's only a story. Look how crazy it is, a story, Okay, going to Matthew 15:24, chapter 15:24. And the person I was talking to, she's a nurse. For, I think what she said, 25, 27 years. Meaning that she knows about these things. Okay? Because when you work in a hospital, you got to take a note that what you see and what you hear, you got to do this. So she has a lot of secrets. She holds a lot of secrets. 15, verse 24. Excuse me. Verse 24 says, in red letters, but he answered and said, I was not sent except to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Okay? It doesn't say to the Edomites, to the Moabites. It doesn't say to the Jewish. Right? Israel, 12 tribes. And it bothers you that it's coming out from the scripture. Then you have the nerve, right? The audacity to say that you believe in God. See how indoctrinated they got you? Going to Matthew 10, 7 and 13. Back to 10, chapter 10. And I start at 7. Verse 7 in red letters. And as you go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Verse 8. Heal the sick, clean the leopard, raise the dead, cast out demons. Freely you have received, freely you give. Right? We don't charge. We don't say, hey, you got to give this much money. If we're talking to brothers and sisters and they listen to the good word, and they come out with something about they're not feeding well, we say, well, the scripture tells you about the herbs, about essential oils, right? About eating fruits and vegetables, right? And prayer and fasting, because it goes with that. It's not the food and herbs and vitamins that are going to help you alone. No. It is the fasting and prayer and coming back and accepting the truth of who you are. Okay? So you can get prepared for the things that are going to happen. The second shutdown is going to come. Cashless society around the corner, right? The chip, don't need to tell you, right? The chip is going to be, it's going to get more aggressive. It's going to become to a point it's going to be mandatory that if you don't take, right, the knockout, you can't work, you can't buy, and you can't sell. Okay? Moving to Luke Oh, Slakia. I still got more to go, all the way to 13. I was in verse 8, okay? Now the dead, those are people that are walking around dead. They don't know the true name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. They don't know that they're Israelites, right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds, okay? And those that have demons, we have to read the word out. And it's Yahweh Shai who takes care of that. All we do is read the word out, okay? Moving to verse 9. Provide neither gold nor silver nor copper in your money. Belts. 10. No bag for your journey, nor 2 talent, nor sandals, nor staff. For a worker is worthy of his food. Okay? 11. Now, whenever city or town you enter, inquire who in it is worthy and stay there till you go out. All right? Now, when it talks like this, the shutdown's going to come. And while you all freaking out, right, and quoting the wrong name, okay, which is it's not wise to do, but hey, you're going to do it anyway, right? 2/3 of you, you're going to be taken out. But you're going to go through some hell before you leave this world, this hell world, okay? But us, we're going to go out with Scripture. There's going to be a time that we're going to have to move about, okay? And we go by the Spirit, and it's telling us what to do, all right? Salakia. Inquire who in it is worthy and stay there till you go out. Verse 12. And when you go into a household, greet it. Verse 13. If the household is worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it is not worthy, let your peace return to you. That's right. Okay? You don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to accept the truth. You're going to catch an attitude. All right, let me take my peace back. You stay with that hell mentality. Right? And what's going to happen? You're going to be in chaos, freaking out. We're just going to be in peace, walking, about. That's all. Luke 10, chapter 5. Where was I? Okay. Yeah, 10. Chapter 10. I have to look here. Let me do this so I can see it better. Okay. Going to chapter 10, verse 5, all the way to 7. 10. Here we go. Verse 5. In red letters. But whatever house you enter, first say, peace to this house. Verse 6. And if a son of peace is there, your peace will rest on it. If not, it will return to you. Okay, verse 7. And remain in the same house, eating and drinking such things as they give, for the labor is worthy of his wage. Do not go from the house to house. See? Don't be jumping house to house. It's only when Yahweh Shai tells you it's time to move. Okay? So you see how important it is to come back to who you really are, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, speckled birds. But no, you're going to go to the CDC, what they call a zombie preparedness guy, right? It's going to direct you to the FEMA camps, right? To your churches, right? Because it's yours, right? All of a sudden, right? And all of a sudden, they're going to be right there waiting for you. Yeah, come. You came to the right place, right? To the lion's mouth. Matthew 10, verse 11. Red letters. Now, whenever city or town, okay, I already read that. You enter, require who, right? I already read that. Yeah, I read it over here, so I don't need it right here. Let me take that out, Slakia. going to 14 and 15. And whoever will not receive you, nor hear your words, when you depart from that house or city, shake off the dust from your feet. That's not a good thing when we do that. Okay? Because, see, you can't see them, right? We can't see them, but the angels are all witnessing, watching up there. Okay? And these are body language, right? To Yahweh Shai saying, oh, look at that. My people went over there and speak the good word and they were rejected. Okay, let's write that down. That house right there. Not good. Going to verse 15. Surely I say to you, it will be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the days of judgment than for that city. Yeah. So remember, they're coming with chariots. You know, you've been so indoctrinated. You still believe in UFOs, right? You believe in green Martians, right? Skinny body, big fat heads with big eyes, right? No, those are angels and Yahweh Shai. Moving to, where am I? Oh, here it goes. 15. Moving to Matthew 11, verse 24. In red letters. But I say to you that it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom in that day of judgment than for you. Yeah, for you. Okay? Because you keep insisting that, you know, it's not important, right? That Yahweh and Yahushua is not real, but Santa Claus is. All right. Or that you still want to believe that that long-haired, blue-eye, right? Jesus, that you call him, Caesar Borgia, right? That he is the Son, and that he is real, that he has power. All right. Moving to Genesis 19. That's all the way over here. And that will be what? 19. 1924. Verse 24 goes like this. Oh boy. Then the Lord rained brimstone and fire on Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord out of heaven. That's what's going to happen again. Okay? I mean, those missiles around the world that are pointing to America, and the chariots with those laser beams. See, he's going to make sure that everybody, right, who turned their back on him, you 2/3, you Jakes, okay? He's going to make sure that you suffer, right, before he comes, that you suffer hunger, right, famine, right, rape, okay, and then fire. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be real ugly. Moving to Matthew 10:16. Matthew 10:16. Sarkia, verse 16, in red letters. Behold, I send you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. Therefore be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Right? We don't go with to fight or, you know, to hurt people. We go only with the word, right? To call our brothers and sisters to come back and to read a judgment to the whole world, right? To the Edomites, right? Because they're all over the place. They've been conquering, you know, all the way back from Alexandria, right? And forward. You know, these are wicked people in the past, right? So they are still doing it today, just with technology now, okay? And getting people sick, It's cheaper. 16 I read. I'm going to go Acts 20. Acts 20, verse 29 to 30. Let's see now. Somewhere here, I'm getting closer. 20, verse 29. Here we go. For I know this, that after my departure, savage wolves will come among you, not sparing the flock. Wow. See? We're aware of that. Okay? And also from among yourselves, men will rise up, speaking perversive things to draw away the disciples after themselves. Yep. You know, they don't want to humble themselves and, you know, keep learning, right? Those who have been there for the longest, right? Who've been through a lot. You know, when you meet when someone is called an elder, it's gonna be, they've been doing it for a long time, and they've been through a lot. They don't talk about it, okay? They don't come out on YouTube. Maybe a little bit they might throw out there, but they sit down, they can write a book, and let me tell you, they'll be making a lot of money on the things that they went through and the miracles that they have seen Yahweh Yahushai, okay, do for them, okay? It's no walk through the park, right? But with faith and work, right? And learning what the elders, right, before us, in front of us, have learned and have received because of what they've been through, okay? I mean, it's what gives us more of a straight walk and strength, okay? That was, yeah. Yep, that was verse 30. Okay, now I'm going to move to 1 Timothy 1 and 2. 1 Timothy 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy chapter 1:20. Shalakia. Here we go. Got you. 1 Timothy. Give me a minute. Getting focus here. Shalakia. Here we go. Verse 20. Of whom are, I gotta look over here, Hymenides, okay? One in the past, a wicked man, and Alexander, right? Another wicked person that I deliver to Satan, that they may learn not to blaspheme, okay? And the churches teach you that, you Jakes. That's what you do when you're calling him on another name, okay? You blaspheming. I mean, I don't know why you're not taking this serious and not looking into it. You don't want to be blaspheming Yahweh nor Yahushai. Okay? But hey, I see churches getting packed by you Jakes, okay? Wearing a suit, all shaved up, nice tie, right? When all these corporation churches are owned by the Edomites. It's amazing. I'm going to go to the last one called 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 17 all the way to 19. Okay, second. I know I saw you here. Here we go. Chapter 2, where are you? All the way from 17 to 19. Right here. Verse 17, and their message will spread like cancer. Hymenides and Philipes, sorry if I said it wrong, are of this sort, who have spread concerning the truth, saying that the resurrection is already past. They overthrow the faith of some. 19. Nevertheless, the solid foundation of Yahweh stands, having this seal: the Lord knows those who are his, and let anyone who names the name of Yahweh Shai depart from iniquity. See how important it is? But you don't want to do that. You don't want to look into it. You want to keep going to the 501c3 incorporated churches. The chip of the mark of the beast is around the corner, right? Things are magnifying more. Cashless society. Soon, what you think is yours in the bank will be no more, right? You think you own a house, it's yours, it won't be no more. Car, no more, right? Children's, no more. I mean, it's going to get real ugly. I hope this was edifying, and I hope that you wake up before it's too late. And with that, I'll say, Shalom.